that there would be a day like this. I run into someone who would just knock me off my feet. Hello, America. How you doing? It's old school, rounding first and heading for second. How's everything going with your day? Before we start off, I was just thinking, reflecting. Um, Today was a church day, right? For some of us, not all of us. I get it. But for me, it was a church day. Um, and I think about from the time that my eyeballs clicked, I've been blessed, right? That means I don't care what happens after that, I should be able to deal with it. That sounds pretty simple. I think the only things you ask for God is to take care of health. Everything else, I'll handle it, right? I mean, a lot of us feel that way. And if we don't, maybe we should. I was thinking about this lady had told me that woe is me, right? She had a nice house out in the suburbs, paid BMW truck, and man, she was going through it. And I'm thinking, wow, good job. But she sounds like, mm, I guess it's almost like the guy who complained about his shoes. Is always complaining, man, my shoes. And they go to pick him up, and they, get ready to go away with his friends, his buddies. And he gets in the back seat, complaining about the shoes. Like, man, I keep wearing. I'm sick of these shoes. Just complaining about. And he looks over at another. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know you." And they introduced themselves. And like I said, he was like, "Man, you see these shoes?" And he's complaining to the guy, "You see these shoes? What do you think of them?" No. And the guy pulls his leg up, his pants leg up. He has prosthetic legs. He doesn't have them. He doesn't. There's no shoes for him to complain about. And he doesn't say anything. They just look at each other, and the guy goes, "Wow." And you know what's really good about that? He stopped complaining. So I'm saying this to say we complain about we don't have this and we don't have that, and I want this and I want that. You know, should we just be grateful and blessed of what we have? I, when you go to them other countries, I can't even explain the outlook on life, probably the small goals they have. And here we are, whining, crying. Okay, I just thought I'd share that. And maybe it will touch somebody so they'll reflect on what they have and how grateful and blessed they are. It's just me. I always say it's just me. Okay. All right, moving on to the shot. I was thinking about this shot, how, man, they're fighting and cussing and arguing over wearing a mask. Now, we all like to think America, well, most of us like to think America's better than that. Oh, no, we better than that. We'll put a mask on. Let's save somebody else. Okay, I don't really care about myself, but I'm going to wear this mask because I don't want the other person to get infected. I'm going to take this shot because I don't want to infect nobody. But no. And the reality is, when you peel back the onions, the layers, America's always been something else. And you say this, and people say, "Well, if you don't complain about it, how can you love it?" You can complain and still love your country. Why can't I? You can be with your wife, girlfriend with her husband, boyfriend. You complain about them, but you still love them. What's no different in America? I can complain about some of the things I see, the racist decisions that still are out there, and never gonna go away. It's not gonna never get better. Oh, you talking crazy, but no, no. I think we were fooled by we elected a black president. Um, I think we really thought we had turned the corner, was on our way, but reality set in, and that's why you got what you got. But what bothers me is that black people refuse to acknowledge that those white people, don't like you. Lord knows we got millions out there that are special, wonderful people, and you recognize them, you embrace them. But the ones that can't stand you or your people, why do you turn a blind eye? What makes you think if you just close your eyes, put your hands over your ears, it'll go away? I, I asked someone, had he ever had a racist boss? He told me he's never had one. I I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I find it hard to believe. But he says he's never had one. Now, are you saying that may have happened to you? That you had, I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 50 bosses by now, different bosses, and none of them were racist? Um, me get your own black boss. There's something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he's crazy. It's almost, he's worse than a racist white person is. Um, like Clarence Thomas or Ben Carson, I always use them or reference to them. If they was your boss, I'd feel like, oh my God, I'm in trouble here. Yeah, how black boss can be worse than the white boss. I'm gonna show them that I'm not being biased towards my own. I'm gonna be a little tougher on them. Okay, I was just bringing it up to get to. I think we are different, and I think that's okay. I don't know why we can't accept that maybe we are different. And the reason I bring up that shot is in the mask. If you are different, as you see, we're catching, we die and get sicker than any of them, any other race. Things have always affected us like that. That's no secret. I for the life of me, you know this. When you look through things that we can catch and things that we've had, we've always been the ones that disease hits us harder, way harder. It's not even close. Asthma. We're 3 times likely to catch asthma than any other race, than the white race. 40% of us die, even though we get the same treatment from cancer. Black men, it's 40%. Same treatment, chemo, everything. Women, about half of that, 20%. You think about stuff like that, and you just say to yourself, diabetes. Diabetes. There's 60% chance of us catching diabetes. And you know what that leads to? That leads to the dialysis machine, kidney failure. 5 times likely for us to catch kidney disease than the white. So why would we think they were a little different? Why can't our blood be different? Oh, it's the food we eat. Why can't we just, same type of blood, but our blood's different? You know, the Indians, Native Americans, nearly all of them have old blood. You don't hear anybody saying, nobody makes a distinction with that. Does that mean, it must mean something? Well, why would it be so widely disnumbered? Why would that be? I just think we're all a little different. Don't mean that's a burden, but we are a little different. So I think things affect us more. And you know this. So when that shot and mask come up, why wouldn't you think about getting that shot? Young and old. Well, I don't want the shot because I don't know about it. But you know about that virus. You know what that virus does to you and your family members. You know this. They had a girl the other day, I believe she's in 8th grade, and she caught coronavirus. She had no underlying symptoms, nothing. She died. Now, I got it. You said, well, that's just her. But that probably something could have been prevented. Nobody thinks about that. That's, I sound a little frustrated by it because I'm thinking it's not never going to go away. It's going to be here. So if you don't do nothing, what? Just my, it's like a cold. You're going to catch a cold. I don't know when, what year, but you're going to catch a cold. And it's the same way with this. I don't know when, or what day, what year, what time, but this is not going nowhere. Now, they had a football player, Lamar Jackson, said he's caught it twice, was sick. I don't know if I'm going to get the shot. Wait a minute. You've already had it twice. I guess because you in pretty good shape, it you recovered from it. But could you imagine? You've caught it twice. Now, there's no limit on this. It's not, oh, well, you're good to go for life. No. Um, he can catch it again. And each time he catches it, it gets more serious. Why can't it just be a little different? Why can't it be? So we need to take the extra precaution to make sure we're okay. Because if you don't, eventually you are going to catch it. I'm not wishing nothing bad on you, but common sense says that. And I'm just watching them argue over this. How they ran, Governor went through the meat grinder. And yet still, you had a man in the White House who cared less about it, didn't think nothing about it, was trying to let it herd immunity, let everybody get it. You know how many blacks would have died from that? Okay. I'll be back to talk about that on the second half of the Blackout. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay tuned for the second half of the Blackout. Thank you.